We are seeing yet another fox being hired to guard the henhouse. And actually, you know what? I take that back because that metaphor doesn't go far enough. A fox guarding a henhouse, it's bad. This story is about a fox who used to own the henhouse, sold his shares before taking the job, and is now standing at the gate, smiling, holding a clipboard, asking each individual chicken, "Are you here legally?" And look, this week, the Sultan of Spraytan, Donald Trump himself, and his regime announced that the new acting director of ICE, starting June 1st, is going to be a man named David Venturella. And on paper, Mr. Venturella looks like a career civil servant. He worked for ICE under George W. Bush. He worked for ICE under Obama, and he came back to ICE under Trump. But the telling part here is his quick little detour from 2013 to 2023, a decade, where he was an executive at the GEO Group. The GEO Group, for those who are unfamiliar, is the largest private prison company in America. They run private detention centers, they run ICE detention centers, and they run currently about 26,000 beds of ICE capacity. So their entire business model here is quite literally lock up immigrants for money. In 2025, the GEO Group's net income jumped 800%. It's not a typo, 800%. Their net income for that year was $254 million when it was just $32 million the year before. The CEO in 2025 called it the most successful period for new business wins in our company's history. And what's their projection for 2026? $3 billion in revenue. Yeah, with a B. Revenue from locking people up for the federal government, which is now run by the same federal government that just put their former executive vice president in charge of the entire federal agency that's going to hand them the contracts. I mean, always be closing, right? The GEO Group business model. And David Venturella looks to be the ultimate closer here. And look, this isn't even a clever grift. There's no planning montage here like Ocean's 11. There's no plot twist. There's no, was it all a dream? No. The Trump administration is standing in front of you in broad daylight in May of 2026 saying, yep, we took the executive from the company that makes billions off of ICE detention, and we put him in charge of ICE. And yes, he will be deciding who gets detained. And yes, his former company will be paid to detain them. Yes, he held GEO stock. We know what this looks like, and no, we don't care. And this story goes from just simple cynicism to pure dystopian nightmare when you start to look at the staffing situation underneath this guy at ICE. Under the previous ICE director, the agency hired 12,000 new employees in a single year, 12,000. And they have leftover money. They're spending what's left of a $75 billion appropriation from last summer, with about half of it dedicated to expanding detention space, more prison beds. Now, fortunately, the public isn't backing this up. The mood from the public, it's soured. If you look over a year ago, mass deportation polled fairly well. But now, after seeing the ICE raids in Chicago, after the shooting deaths of 2 U.S. citizens by federal agents in Minneapolis, after the countless detention deaths hitting their highest total since the DHS was founded, Americans, including Republicans, are saying, this got out of hand, let's pump the brakes. And what's Donald Trump's response to us asking him to pump the brakes? To install the guy who designed the brakes. And the only reason this grift works is because all of us are exhausted. They are betting that you're going to see this headline, you're going to sigh, you're going to scroll, and you're going to forget about it. That's the formula from the Trump administration. One thing after another. Outrage, forget, outrage, forget, outrage, forget. And that's why it's your job, Your job is to not forget, because the day after Venturella starts, GEO Group stock is going to go do something. And it's probably going to go up. And 6 months from now, when a new detention facility gets $1 billion 15-year contract, you need to remember the name David Venturella. And then you need to scream about it to all of your elected officials as loud as you can.